Wah, wah, wah.
Adios, amigo. Listen, stranger. Did you get the idea? We don't like to see bad boys like you in town. Go get your mule.
Wah, wah, wah.
See, I understand you men were just playing around, but the mule, he just doesn't get it. Of course, if you were to all apologize...
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm your huckleberry. Why, Johnny Ringo. You look like somebody just walked over your grave.
I don't think it's nice you laughing. You see, my mule don't like people laughing. It's the crazy idea you're laughing at him. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
Welcome to the Cinema Club. Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to another review from your Midwestern boys here at R&R. That's right, not Western, Midwestern. You know, like Emo's Pizza, the Square Beyond Compare, the only pizza that cuts itself, ooey gooey butter cake, toasted ravioli, or the word y'all. Where there's a Dollar General every 3 miles. Literally, every 3 miles. But we're not here to discuss Dollar General's odd marketing scheme. This week, we reviewed the Western indie flick, The Sisters Brothers, written and directed by acclaimed French director Jacques Audiard, from a bunch of films we don't really know, most being foreign. This is Audiard's first English-speaking film set in 1850s Oregon during the Gold Rush. It follows Eli's sisters, played by John C. Reilly, and Charlie's sisters, played by Joaquin Phoenix. 2 bounty hunters chasing down Herman Warm, who's played by Riz Ahmed, a gold prospector who claims to have a groundbreaking chemical formula that causes the gold within the riverbed to glow. Little do they know that their pursuit will lead them on a journey that will change the course of their lives. We gave the Sister Brothers a par.
Time to go home there, Paul.
Just go home!
Or 3 out of 5 chemical burns. This isn't your typical Western. It carries a specific tone that is much softer than most, creating a unique feel that separates it from others in the genre. However, our story seems a bit convoluted. It's all over the place without any solid direction. It feels like it doesn't have any real meat to it. At the beginning of the film, we seem to have a true directive. Near the third act, that directive is skewed, which is fine. You need twists. But then it is skewed again, and then yet again, leaving the end of the film in a weird place completely disconnected from the rest of the movie. It feels as if the story is just wandering a random path. And while that may work good for someone traveling the Old West or a drunk man trying to find his way to get home, it doesn't work for movies. The dialogue also seems to be a larger issue here. Now, we're no experts, but you would think 1850s English would sound just slightly different from the modern day, only it doesn't. The movie is set in the Old West, but everyone talks like they live in the 20th century. Not a Western twang in sight, unless you consider Gyllenhaal's super fake and overdone voice as a Western accent. Now don't get us wrong, There are some solid bits to this film, but most of it truly comes from the actors themselves. The film does successfully complete the story arcs for our titular characters. We see a full development for each, and these developments are most of what keeps us intrigued throughout. Joaquin plays the wild gun as you would expect. He nails the performance. But let's be honest, we wouldn't expect any less from Mr. Phoenix.
Move, children! Vámonos! Oh!
John C. Reilly yet again shows the diversity of his talent. Reilly has held this story very close, buying the rights to the film years ago and helming as a producer on the film. Reilly is the warm heart at the center of this movie. He really comes off as a gentle giant, who is merely trying to find purpose to his life.
Wake up, I need to talk to you. I think your house is haunted.
Hey, come on, it's 2:30 in the morning.
I can't sleep in here, man. I'm scared.
Jake Gyllenhaal plays John Morris and does one of the worst accents of his career. His character plays well into the story, but man, every time he talks, you literally want to rip your hair out.
I know you and me don't exactly see eye to eye on certain things. I mean, we don't see eye to eye on just about anything. But Dad, I come to believe that I got it in me to be somebody in this world. And it's not because I'm so different from you either. It's because I'm the same.
Riz Ahmed makes up the fourth entry in our main cast as Herman Worm, who really nails this particular shtick. Riz has recently risen to notoriety from films like Venom and Star Wars Rogue One.
Barry, shut up, mate, because I tell you, your little brain cell might go off now and again, but if your hands even go to move, if you try setting up the Islamic State of Tinsley again, going to university lectures, open your big mouth, buying some more silver nitrate from Amazon, I'm gonna rip your plugs out.
We get some free cameos from Rebecca Root, Carol Kane, and the late Rutger Hauer.
May he rest in peace.
These characters are truly the only thing keeping this story from ending up dead, like a poor Western horse. With a mediocre score and mediocre visuals, the film really has nothing else to support it. Some of the cinematography stood out, but it was overrun by the convoluted story with no direction. The Sister Brothers does one thing for us. It breaks the mold of your typical Western. It doesn't play tonally to the usual tropes and gives a more character-accurate depiction. We can say this: after watching the film, we are scared to death to sleep on the ground outside. But with a par rating, it's certainly worth a watch. Well guys, that's all we have for today. Remember, as always, it's a beautiful day in the cinema hood.
Pepper needs new shorts!